Yeah, go ahead. Pretty hilarious, isn't it?
No, I'm trying to figure out which one it is.
Okay.
Okay. No, sorry.
So anyhow, they station themselves. So here's at the elevators there, and they're blocking Dave from getting behind him because Dave wants him to go ahead so he can film behind him. Well, no, they're ushering him there, so they're not observing.
Okay.
They're shoveling us around like cattle. See, here's some people right there, making us look ridiculous. Defaming us in public. See, because it's not their job. Because we're not committing any crime at all. We're just asking legitimate questions. We're there on county business.
I understand that that's your perception.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, that's your perception that you think don't know what I'm talking about.
I continue.
Yeah.
I need to move this along because we close down in about 20 minutes at 4:30. The front desk closes. So.
Well, then we'll just move somewhere else so I'm not done.
Not in this building, you won't.
Well, then we can go wherever. We'll go wherever we need to go. Anyhow. So anyhow, I presume this guy was from the county attorney's office. He comes in, he gives us strange looks at them and us, and then he has a pass key that goes into the county attorney's office. So obviously they knew about it. Plus I told them as soon as I walked in the door that these cops were following me around, harassing us down in the auditor's office. And of course the county attorney does what? Nothing. She tells us to put it in writing. So again, here.
You know that's pretty standard, right? Asking you to make a formal written complaint. That would be standard procedure for.
I don't care what her procedure is. See, my policy is to ignore everyone else's policy.
She probably doesn't care what your policy.
Well, see, I don't care what she thinks either. Because remember, I filed criminal defamation complaints against county attorneys. I walked up in front. See right there. See.
Yeah,
and
I see the picture.
Good.
Yeah.
Happy for you. And then I also got a confession from the current Douglas County attorney, admitting to the felony. Like I said. About this, sending a weapon to the Todd County Jail.
Okay.
See?
But again, you understand, you don't care about Douglas County
see?
or Todd
There you go.
County.
Good. See? There you go. See? So you think if you're going to, pull sorts of garbage on me, I'm not going to fall for it. See, he threatened me with cops there, too. Just like your buddy right here was trying to throw me out of here, too. See, I'm not intimidated. I had a SWAT team sent after me. I'm not intimidated.
Okay, but you need
Yeah. Well, all you have to do is quit interfering with my talking, and then we'll keep on rolling.
You can have this picture back.
Yeah, well, you're not keeping any of those, so.
Well, here, then you can have this one back, too.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, you said this one you wanted us to keep. I'm assuming this you want back?
That I want back, too, yeah.
This one back, too?
No, that's yours. That's my complaint, remember? That's my proof that I sent all that stuff in. So anyhow, now if you're done interrupting me then.
You've got about 5 minutes yet, Terry.
Oh,
We're
great.
going to bring this to a close.
I'm happy for you.
5 minutes?
So anyhow.
This one you want back, too?
Are you going to keep on interrupting me? I gave that to you.
I'm asking, do you want it?
No, I do not want it.
Okay,
I told you. I specifically told you. Of course, if you had this recorded, then you'd know about it. But I have it recorded, so that's the important thing.
We don't have it recorded, but go ahead.
Yeah, good. Happy for you. So anyhow, we take this information up to the... then we decide that we're going to go on the 31st and check out the recorder's office.
What is your complaint from the 9th, though, against who?
Against John Lentz and these two deputies for following us around, criminally defaming us.
Criminal defamation is a civil thing, not a criminal thing. You understand that, right? In the
Let's see.
context in which you're talking
609.765, criminal defamation. Defamatory matter is anything which exposes a person or a group, class, or association to hatred, contempt, ridicule, degradation, or disgrace in society, or injury to business or occupation. And like I said, I filed these complaints before in Swift County and in Douglas County, and they didn't come up with these ridiculous excuses. They just took my complaint. So
that's what we're trying to do, but you
right.
keep
and you keep
and the rest of
yeah,
us
you
don't.
keep
We've got 5
interrupting me
minutes,
that way.
let's go.
Yeah. Anyhow, let's see where
This guy down then, his defamation of character or whatever he called it. Is that down in as his alleged complaint?
All right. So anyhow, we went to the.
Now, what date are we on?
We're on. I already told you we were on the 31st because we're in the county recorder's office.
I understand that, sir, but you're giving me a lot of information that you expect me to write down. So I'm asking you just to make sure that I have it correct, so I can properly record it.
Right, and you're wasting my time too because I literally have 5 minutes left. Yes, I already told you a couple of different times. It's the 31st now.
Okay,
See?
31st. Where are we?
We're in the county recorder's office, like I was trying to explain before. See here, I wrote a little complaint for the county attorney because we were there pursuant to Minnesota Statute 387.14. Do you happen to have a copy of that on you, Dave?
We don't need it. We can look it up. Thank
Good.
you very much.
Happy for you. So anyhow, whoops, got all these pens hanging out here. So anyhow, we dropped this information there, and we said we want you to look this up. And there, so that you can keep that.
Okay.
So anyhow, she starts looking through the county records, and all of a sudden she notices that John Lentz doesn't have an oath of office there pursuant to that statute there, and it says right in the very last sentence that they're supposed to have a oath of office there pursuant to the statute. Okay, so then this recorder all of a sudden decides that I said we need this in writing, that his oath of office doesn't exist there because as far as we're concerned, that no oath of office, he's impersonating an officer. So that's what we're trying to figure out, if these people who came to Dave's house without an oath of office stole his house. Because, you know, no oath of office, you have no authorization to come into the home, take the home, or anything like that. So that's why we went to the, you have the other one like this? Okay, so anyhow, we demand that the recorder comes out and gives us a written statement saying that this information is not in her records. Okay, so instead of doing that, they hide in their office for like 10 minutes and then call this little deputy again, Deputy Breath. He shows up this time without his partner here, alrighty, this guy right here. Alrighty, this time he pretends like he doesn't know us, tries to stay away from us as far as possible. Alrighty. So then, but Dave spots him immediately and says, "Hey, you know, here's this guy from before." So and then I showed him the pictures, and he thought they were pretty funny. And I asked him, "Did you watch our videos up on YouTube?" And he says, "I'm not going to lie, I did watch them." So then he goes in the recorder's office, and she hides in there for another 10 minutes talking to him. Obviously, he had to explain to her that I was perfectly legal, and she was in big trouble because, you know, I'm allowed to film. So she decided to hide in her office, alrighty? So which means she refused to do her job, which is nonfeasance, because we were there to get a written statement from her saying that these records were not there because we're trying to verify whether this guy has his oath of office or not. Alrighty? Pursuant to Minnesota Statute 351.14, nonfeasance. Nonfeasance means the willful failure to perform a specific act which is required a part of the duties of the public official. Alrighty? By her not doing that, geez, I think that's nonfeasance. And also, pursuant to Minnesota Statute 609.43, misconduct of a public officer or employee. A public officer or employee who does any of the following, for which no other sentence is specifically provided by law, may be sentenced to imprisonment for not more than 1 year or to payment of a fine of not more than $3,000 of both. 1. Intentionally fails or refuses to perform a known mandatory non-discretionary ministerial duty of the office or employment within the time in the manner required by law. Okay? See?
So what is the name of the woman that you're...
It's the recorder. I don't know what her name is.
Just put Stearns County Recorder.
Yeah, Stearns County Recorder. Let's try and make it hard here. Okay, so anyhow, we sit there for about an hour.
Just a moment. Is that for you? I see it's ringing you back. Is that...
No, that's for all of us.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So anyhow, we sit there for about an hour and we get tired of waiting for her to come back. So then this lady who was hiding from us, you know, she went into the county recorder's office and hid there. And then she came back and started taking all the information off of her desk, all the paperwork and stuff like that. And everyone from the front of the office moved to the back of the office, tried to ignore us. So they all were engaged in nonfeasance. Alrighty? So, that's the problem. You know, all we need to do is have her walk out there and say, yes, they're here, no, they're not here, we need to put her in writing. She didn't want to do that. Simple. Alrighty?
So your allegation is malfeasance of office for the Stearns County Recorder on the 31st. Is that correct?
Correct. Okay?
Okay.
We're also in the auditor's office that day demanding the names, salaries of all the deputies there, and for Stearns County. We're talking about Stearns County, right? Okay. So this Roxanne right here, we walk in the door there and we say hi to her, and she says, "I can help you if you turn off your cameras." And then this person right here, let's see, I don't remember what the heck her name is. I got it written down here.
Is it Roxanne or Roxanne?
Roxanne with an E at the end. Tammy Smith is the other one. Roxanne, Gerads. Okay? So then this Tammy Smith runs over to a phone and starts trying to call the cops. Alrighty? But this time, no one's coming to their rescue. See? But of course, because they've already been informed that, it's perfectly legal to do this, perfectly legal to ask for this information. Okay? So again, they were trying to defame me, trying to run me off without letting me have the public information.
Okay.
Alrighty? So then we go to the sheriff's department. Well, actually, I went to the county attorney's office.
Same day again, 31st?
Same day, 31st. Dropped all this information, put it all in writing, handed it off to them.
Okay.
Okay? Went to the sheriff's department, handed this all information off to them. Plus, and then we have the information on the back here.
Yeah.
Okay? There you go. Impersonating officer asked them to answer these questions back on the 31st.
This is at the sheriff's.
This went to the sheriff's department. Yes.
Okay.
Talked to the chief deputy.
Bruce Bechtold.
Yep, that's right. There you go. So anyhow, he thought it was kind of funny when I showed him all these papers, and then kind of lost interest when he saw this picture here. And then again, we're going back to, I wonder why, huh? The lieutenant over there kind of lost interest when we were talking to him this afternoon too. He kind of got an attitude about that too. But then I explained to him the average IQ of a cop is 104, which is 2 points above average intelligence. So that kind of calmed his nerves a little bit. But anyhow, we're sitting there and demanding this information again about Dave's house. If these people are impersonating officers, then why are they entering his house, taking control of his house? And plus, when they entered his house, his security company demanded that they identify themselves, which of course they refused to do.
Where is Dave's house?
Dave, where's your house?
1306 Northway Circle.
Do you want to be listed as a witness in this complaint, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't you get his information too, if you would, please. Dave, is it David?
Yeah.
Middle name?
Patrick.
Last name?
Jaros.
Jaros?
Jaros.
Date of birth?
8557.
Do you have a separate phone number or a different phone number?
My phone number is 320-230-8629.
Sorry, what was the last couple of digits?
8629.
And your address again? I'm sorry.
Mine?
Yep.
Right now I'm just living out of a general delivery box because I don't know where.
Okay. The address that you're talking about here was what?
1306 Northway Circle.
Okay. You were residing there at that time?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
At the time that they came in and drilled out my locks and everything, the security alarm went off. And because I was out of the house, and they came back and they said that I abandoned it, which I hadn't. We'd cleaned some stuff out of it, and but I was still living there. I don't know, because the security alarm system was on. It wouldn't have been abandoned if I was paying for security alarm system stuff. So.